Nigeria! What happened, brother? What happened to the Super Eagles? Y'all was so sure y'all was gonna go through. Most talented team, Osimhen, Lookman, Chukwueze. What happened? I put fans, y'all abused us. You abused us, and you lost. You're gonna have to hold your L now. He's currently eating his Italian Christmas bread, the panettone.
Panettone.
Their third straight World Cup miss, potentially. A country with 4 World Cup wins.
Sums up the state of your nation right now. After the match against Norway, Haaland hit at 1-1. He, being Mancini, started to touch my and I thought to myself, what are you doing?
Gattuso, the Italian manager, says it's not fair that in South America 6 teams qualify directly and the 7th has to play in a playoff, while here the groups are so tight. Seeing the South American group of 6 teams directly qualified for the World Cup makes me sad.
To be Champions League format.
The league phase?
League phase.
With the whole world?
The whole world.
How do you play each other?
Why not?
Where you gonna play?
Everywhere, bro.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Haiti. What? Haiti's in the World Cup. Haiti's in the World Cup. Ah! Nah, this one's insane. I don't want to read it though.
Can you see?
The homosexual wearing the Senegalese jersey is so ill-informed. That's nuts. Yo, that might be how we start the podcast. Welcome to the episode of the 5 and Side podcast.
West.
Nigeria!
Come to the table.
Come to the table. We ain't introducing no names.
FIMBU.
Nigeria. You are not going to the World Cup.
Cooked.
You are not going to the World Cup. We have an expanded World Cup. This page needs to be...
That's very funny.
It's also because like he used like the actual term for it. Like he didn't.
Very proper. Very well.
You people think education is just to be speaking English. They gave you people the rules from the beginning. Imagine that's mad funny. Ide pen you. We should report the page for false information.
Oh, I thought we were gonna lose our
taking in the nonsense.
I really did.
There's nothing to, bro. Do you know what type of shit gets said on social media? You can't lose your thing over a sports
I
opinion.
don't know. You get 45,000 Nigerians.
That don't matter.
Reporting your page because they lost to Congo.
If you come from Nigeria and you know report this page for false information.
Yeah, there's a call to action.
So your team couldn't. You are blaming Nigeria. I better look for something better to discuss in this nonsense podcast. Very funny. You are all.
Bro, we gotta set up a booth in Morocco and just have Nigerians come up and give opinions.
Yeah, we have to. They're gonna recognize us, bro.
Of course.
Yeah, they're gonna see him in a Senegal jersey.
My homosexual brother.
What are you doing here?
What's up?
Yo,
Oh,
unfucking real.
all right. Already?
Yeah, I kind of want to leave that part in the pod though.
Yeah.
Nah,
No,
go
I don't
for it.
know.
Yeah, we gotta leave that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Let's continue. I got more, bro.
Continuing. No, I mean, now we got our angle straight. Let's just cut to the chase, y'all. Nigeria will not be headed to the 2026 World Cup.
Yep.
After losing on penalties to the DR Congo in the CAF playoffs. Congo will now be headed to the FIFA Intercontinental Playoff in Mexico in March with an opportunity to be the last African nation to be represented in the World Cup. Nigeria! What happened, brother? What happened to the Super Eagles? Y'all was so sure y'all was gonna go through. Most talented team, Osimhen, Lookman, Chukwueze. What happened? I put fans, y'all abused us. You abused us, and you lost. You're gonna have to hold your L now.
Thanks.
And I think you put some bad karma on your own team. And look what happened.
What's a bigger disappointment? Italy not making the World Cup? Nigeria not making the World Cup? Or just how useless Belgium was with the amount of talent?
Nigeria. You have to make this World Cup. The first, and Nigerians are saying this themselves. Shout out, who's that homie we be following? Adidas Takes? What's his name?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We're going to get his name. For there to be an expanded 48 team format.
Yep. You know whose fault
with
it is?
over 10 potential teams representing Africa, and Nigeria couldn't be there at the World Cup.
Yep.
The types of countries that are going to be at this World Cup, and there's no Nigeria.
Yeah.
And for what it means for the Nigerian American diaspora.
Yep.
All my brothers and sisters, the Afrobeat parties, everything, New York, DC, Houston, all that. They're not going to be able to experience that.
No, sir.
Nigeria, as a team, y'all need to be a little bit ashamed, I ain't going to lie.
You know whose fault it is?
No excuses. And coach, my bad, real quick, coach, to sub out your front three midway through the second half.
Saying Osimhen was hurt.
He did because he changed out of his.
He took off Lookman and Chukwueze both together, both times, and around the 59th, 60th minute in the semi and the final playoff game.
Nah, it doesn't.
That's tactics.
It doesn't
and
excuse
that's a
what happened
bad
after
idea.
though. Because
No, it's not excuse. I'm saying it's bad coaching.
no, yeah, it's bad coaching for sure. But it's like you can't just play defense the rest of the game after
Yeah,
that. Like
no, it was
I get that but they genuinely did not have a shot.
They couldn't
from
have
that
a
point onwards.
They
It
didn't
was
have a
bad.
passage of play.
Bro,
Not to
they were-
mention the Congo goal that should have counted, and the
Yeah.
penalty
They had
that should.
two goals
Oh
that
my,
should've
yes.
And the
counted.
penalty.
Bro, it went over the line.
They had
Bro,
two goals that
and the
should've
penalty
counted,
that should have
bro.
counted, and the penalty with Gabon pulling the jersey.
The Nigerian keeper literally ran into the player for Congo, and then they called a foul on the offensive player.
It's crazy. It's crazy, Nigeria, man.
Nah, I have to read some of these comments though. 'Cause
Yeah.
y'all were cooking us on TikTok.
Yes, I got some
And
too.
this is karma. This is karma.
It's karma.
It said we really don't need this page on TikTok.
Mm.
If all of you can't come close in your predictions, what are y'all doing with your mics? Go get a job, bunch of failures.
We on TV predicted Nigeria wouldn't go through. It sounds pretty good to me.
They said
Literally.
They said the worst podcast. Don't worry, your followers will pay for it.
Whoa! Yo,
I'm threatening our followers.
all
Yeah, it's insane, it's
33,000 on
insane.
TikTok. Damn,
They
y'all
said-
violent.
They said I'm truly traumatized at you. What? I'm truly traumatized at you all analysis and expectations. My sympathies.
That's crazy.
No,
That was
they're going.
polite.
If somebody said 3 days ago, after all this reporting, this account is still surviving. Basically, they were calling for the whole country of Nigeria to report our TikTok so it can get taken down. But we're still here.
Yeah,
We're still talking our shit.
it's just mad funny, bro. Because Seb, you did lie a little bit in your original take.
I did.
But
He was misinformed.
the point
He was misinformed.
of the luckiness of Nigeria was the point, and it showed itself that y'all can't even go to the Intercontinental Playoff. That was the point, and look what happened. And the fact that Nigeria, you have so much talent, you're the biggest country in Africa, you have to have high expectations for your team.
Yeah.
You cannot be okay with this. This is an abysmal failure, and they missed the last World Cup.
Yeah.
No fire Nike kits.
Yeah,
No Wiz Kid pulling up doing the after party in New York. Come on, gang.
This is 2 World Cups in a row they
Yeah.
missed.
The last one was the 2018 kid. We have to
let's
keep
talk
talking
about it. What is more disappointing, Italy or Nigeria?
Oh, he trying to put it.
I'm actually curious. What do y'all
What do you
think?
mean?
No, it's Nigeria. I mean, no, I personally think it's Nigeria.
What is more disappointing, Italy missing 2 back-to-back World Cups or Nigeria missing 2 back-to-back
Disappointing
World
to
Cups?
who?
Just in this, like, what is more of a failure, I guess?
I'm gonna double
No, it's
check as
Nigeria.
well.
For me personally, it's Nigeria because from 2018 to now, the growth that so many other African nations have made, you're seeing Morocco, you're seeing first-time nations like Cape Verde, South Africa's back into it. The gap has been closed so much where like it used to be Nigeria was like powerhouse, giants of Africa. You don't have that. You don't have that to your name anymore. You don't have that reputation. You have a reputation of a team that doesn't have a strong identity. You have a reputation of team like players who don't play for the badge, bad coaching. The federation itself has like structural like issues.
Yeah.
I think it's just like there's no more excuses. Like African football isn't like a joke or something to be taken lightly anymore. African football is like what's up next. So you can't, see this growth from all other African nations and then not show the dividends of like those so many years. And how, you said it, the talent that they have, like you can't, have all these players who play the biggest clubs in Europe and not convert that with an expanded format, with everything going your way, with the rule changes, with everything. Like
I mean, I would argue that on paper, the Nigerian team is better than the Italian team. On paper.
But actually think about it.
not-
Do y'all have a player better than Osimhen?
No.
Osimhen was a Scudetto winning Serie A player of the year with Napoli.
CAF player,
In Italy,
yeah.
literally Italy. Ademola Lookman, CAF player of the year, won the Europa League with Atalanta.
They might have more Prem players, for sure.
Do you know what I'm saying? You got Bassi and Iwobi. Obviously, you guys have a talented squad and you should be qualifying too. And it depends which Italy team you're talking about as well. But right now, like, do you have a player as good as Lookman and Osimhen? Not Osimhen.
Like, I think the best
Other than Donnarumma.
Italian player in the world is Donnarumma.
Keeper is
The best Nigerian player in the world is Osimhen, and then Lookman is CAF player of the year. Italy doesn't come close to a player of his talent on the wing.
Nope.
And then in the midfield, Italy is pretty average, whereas you have 3 Prem midfielders for Nigeria. The defense with Nigeria, you could say, is a little lackluster compared to Italy's.
For sure.
And then
And
goalkeeper,
keeper, big difference.
So I would say it's about even,
Yeah.
Which,
And relative to the conference talent as well, Nigeria, you guys have the stars of the continent.
so
It's
whose fault
crazy.
is it? I'll answer that question.
Yeah, go ahead. The fans and the karma. Now go ahead.
It's a certain gentleman by the name of Alex Iwobi's.
Wow.
Hey man, karma's real. I personally believe in karma. I'm very, very much a believer in karma. You don't visit a country, the first thing you do when you arrive in the country is you show a dingy, dusty window from your hotel room and kind of look and make a face to like kind of throw shade at a country. And you expect to have success in that place that you've arrived in. That's not necessarily.
He wasn't respecting where he was.
That's not what I believe in. As a human being, I don't believe in going to a place, disrespecting that place, and then expecting to find success in that place.
I'll be real. This team, we just mentioned all the players, but that's it. It's just a group of players. There's no team.
Yeah,
There's no structure. They don't know how to play together. The second half in overtime against Congo, they did nothing. They couldn't get any passage of play. It was actually kind of embarrassing to watch.
No, the ball was in their own half almost.
It
like
was
90% of the game.
and Congo, shout out them for maximizing their talent.
Yeah.
But they're not Spain 2010 either. You can get the ball back and get some rhythm going. Like you could have had something to answer them.
No.
The pressure was too much, bro.
Yeah. And then
Let's
I mean
got
go
too
to
bright.
mental strength too. Yeah.
The lights got too bright, bro.
Yeah.
And for them to put Calvin Bassey as their first, yo, no funny shit, no funny shit. Shocking.
I thought my stream was
Shocking.
delayed.
Look,
I thought my stream was delayed.
Abhorrent decision from the manager, bro.
Because this was
What is he, left back?
center back.
He's either center back, left back.
Whatever, defender, yeah.
Put him
Big
as your,
boy,
you
yeah.
put him you put him as your first penalty taker, bro. He walked up, he looked mad scared. I was in a room full of people. I was like, bro, he's gonna sky this.
Yeah.
I said it out loud. I'm like, he's gonna sky this. He looked mad
No,
scared.
but even then it's like,
immediately booted it over
bro.
the net.
But even then, it's like then they saved the next pen. Like Nigeria
Yeah.
had momentum in their favor multiple times, and they couldn't
statistically, going first in penalty shootouts, I forgot the exact number. I can look it up. You are more likely to win.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
fact.
but watching.
That's why you want to shoot
but
first. And they still
Watching,
didn't.
but watching one of your best players, the first penalty,
No,
take,
it's over. Yeah.
booming over the net. Everybody, the pressure for every single
It's cooked, bro.
penalty after that is like 10x.
Yeah, it's
you're like, oh shit, I actually have to score.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to score either way, but the first person who skies it, you're like, oh nah.
And maybe you needed that front three that you subbed off.
right.
And then, bro,
I
and
was
then
gonna say,
Yeah,
it
go
was
ahead,
a
man.
bold tactic having a Chancellor like as like the 6 or whatever, because he's a even
Yeah.
though like he's a captain, but like to trust in a team that like, all right, cool, like we'll have him later in the rotation to take that. Yo, and them, bro,
What a player.
that story was beautiful. So I like. At the end of the day, Congo just wanted it more, and like you can't really put.
And they played better.
They
They're
played better.
They're maximizing their talent.
Exactly.
When you talk about international teams, you have to maximize the talent on your squad, and you need to play as a unit.
Yeah.
I'm Spanish, yo soy español. Like the reason we're so good, we were just joking about Mikel Oyarzabal, but look at how he plays for Spain versus Real Sociedad. I'm being dead ass though, because he's not like the most amazing player in the world. The stats he puts up with Spain, he scored in the Euro final to win the Euros. That's what national teams need to do. Look at Argentina winning the last World Cup. That team wasn't that
Yo,
talented.
can I bring up something that I saw?
nigga, what?
compared to
I'm with him on that. It was
compared to France, in England and Germany and Spain and all them? Yeah.
on paper they have.
Montiel right back. They didn't have the craziest squad.
Montiel.
They had a Cunha
I've
left
met
back.
Montiel.
Emi Martinez hasn't been the craziest. He's a big moment keeper. No, of course they're talented. They had like Messi doing his magic with an
If you
Alvarez.
look at the clubs that the Argentinian,
That's what I'm
the
saying.
Argentinian team
They
played for
maximize
at
their
the time,
talent,
it's like
bro.
niggas is playing for River Plate.
Yeah, they maximize their talent.
With all due respect to River Plate, please.
Yeah. yeah. You want to fan?
Yeah, y'all.
They will do more than get.
Yeah.
But my point
Did you
is,
see a nigga brought his grandfather's skull to a game in Argentina?
yeah, I did see that.
What?
I mean, we can talk about that real quick if you want to. The pattern
Yeah.
of
Can I just
soccer.
add something real quick before we wrap?
Yes.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
just such a stupid stat, but like I think
Yeah.
it's funny. Every year that Nigeria has failed to qualify for the World Cup, Argentina has won the World Cup.
Anybody say it?
He's not. They're not going to. I refuse to believe Argentina. wins
Yeah,
the World
I
Cup.
refuse.
There's
Only
too-
back-to-back country ever has been Brazil. I don't think Argentina's about to break that record.
Yeah.
So,
No, it's not happening. But
yeah. Speaking
I
of
just think-
Argentina and passion,
yeah,
goals and great
That's
dads.
a segue for you.
Yeah, I was scrolling through Instagram one happy day. I was having a lovely time, and then I came across a story where I saw a man holding a skull in a soccer stadium. I want to find the team.
Drew is crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
It gives no context of how he got.
While Seb looks that up,
Yeah.
I will say Nigeria. One last thing: all of Africa wanted you to lose. I don't know if y'all peeped that.
It's true.
Every Congolese, Tanzanian, Ethiopian, Ghanaian, Senegalese.
They're like the British of Africa. To be
Yeah, bro. Everybody wanted y'all to lose for real, for real. So maybe just
So, at the at the Estadio Juan Domingo Perón in Argentina, a gentleman was photographed holding a skull, raising his fist and kissing the skull. As I saw this on my Instagram, I said, "What could this possibly be?" Turns out, if you read a little bit deeper into the story, it's actually a skull that belonged. I don't know how to even phrase this. It was his grandfather's skull, who went to the game, however many years prior, when Racing Club won that match, and so he brought his grandfather's skull with him to have his grandfather experience the moment as a disembodied soul at the stadium. And then people were in the comments talking about, this is passion. This is true football passion. You'll never understand the passion.
Let that man rest, please.
I mean, sure, but if it's me, please don't bring my skull.
That's
to
what
the
I'm saying.
stadium.
Let that man rest, dog.
Low key.
How'd you?
it's so
I have
vague.
questions also on like
What
usually.
event do you ever want your skull to be?
Wait,
brought
but
to?
also, why does he have the skull? Like most people
Thank
don't
you.
have their.
This is my
their
point. There's
family
so much
skulls.
unanswered.
Usually, you're buried in the ground or maybe
But he got
cremation.
He got cremated to the point where his skull was still standing.
Then you're not cremated, bro.
think
The
I've
point is to have the
understood
ashes.
Partial cremation.
Partial cremated. Let me keep the skull though.
Yeah, they.
I've never.
cremated the first layer.
I've never heard of any context from any continent of any movie, anything.
Yo, this the voodoo
I had
that
my-
Nigeria was claiming that
Yeah,
Congo
right.
put on them.
Fuck that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's
I don't
it's
know
a
if
bit
you guys
much.
saw this, and I don't know how true this is, but apparently
Probably not true. I'm joking.
But it was what I sent you guys. Congo's second choice goalie who subbed in for the penalty shootout.
You saw this?
He had he told his coach the night before that he had a dream the game went to penalties, and he knew exactly where each of Nigeria's players were going to shoot, and he saved like 3 pens.
He would, and when he didn't, he was going the right way.
Yeah, he was going the
I
right
ain't gonna
way.
lie, He
Like,
was getting close to some of those corners.
Yeah. So
Clairvoyance.
That's-
That's an average Kendrick quote right there.
yeah, I don't, like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
African football is a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah,
It's a
bro.
beautiful
Bro,
thing.
dreams are real, and if some spirit, God, somebody gave him that dream, it means they were supposed to go through, bro.
Right.
It's beautiful. And I mean, lastly, too, just even what it means for the country of Congo right now
yeah.
to be having a chance of going to the World Cup. We discussed some of the issues last episode in terms of like that sponsorship stuff with Barcelona, but like just what a beautiful, inspiring story. So really hope they can
Let
make it.
me define a Congolese term that's floating around for
Oh,
some
please,
reason.
bro.
So it's a West African term, but I think Cameroonians and people from Congo, people from Gabon use this term a lot. The term is FIMBU. You probably see it in the comments, Nigerians, if you're wondering what it means whip. So the history of that term actually does come from colonization. It comes from a term that was used as a kind of violent term against people. But the term has kind of been reclaimed. And if you watch the way that Congolese, Cameroonians, Gabonese, when people celebrate, when they score goals, when they win games, you'll see a little bit of a crack, like a charge up, and then a little whip, which is
BTA.
I think it's been almost flipped in American culture as BTA. You can look that up. But yeah, I'm glad to see a little bit of Nigerian humbleness because it's always good. It's always useful.
Funny.
It is.
And
So
in,
FIMBU to that.
Yeah.
in Creole, we have a similar term. We say bâton.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
like literally like translates to like
Stick.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is like when someone like is about to score a goal or like a power shot. You
Yeah.
bâton. Like,
I like that. That's fire. I mean, speaking of Nigerian humbleness, we got a Ghanaian in the building who's going to the World Cup. We got to sub you in, broski. We got to sub you in, broski. Because I know you got to address these Niger boys real quick. I know you're not going to say much, but whatever you got to say, you got to get it off, bro. Now, of course, take your time, bro.
Let's talk some European football.
Well, real quick, yes, we're about to get into Europe, and we're going to start with your people.
Why?
And we're going to talk about Panatoni. But first,
What's up?
we do have a Ghanaian here.
Yeah, man.
How you feel about Ghana going to the World Cup? Nigeria home again.
Listen,
Talk
we're going
about it.
to the World Cup. I told my Niger boys, listen, it's money loss. Not coming to the World Cup is big money loss. I don't know. It's not surprising for me. But
Light work.
it's not like, but Congo is a great squad. You got to be on it when you're against them. But yeah, as they say from Boo, I'm saying got some people out of North London. They said North London was active last night for me.
Shout out Football Verbal. That clips was mad
You
funny,
saw
bro. You
Paris
saw that?
yesterday?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Bro, for me.
Paris was crazy.
Got some friends out there. So shout out Congo. Hopefully they can take it all the way.
Yeah,
Know what I'm saying? Bring the FIMBU, bring that waistline to the World Cup.
that's a fact.
I was with a Ghanaian last night, and he told me. I told him I was Haitian. He said in his head, the Ghanaians are equivalent to Haiti, and Nigerians are equivalent to Jamaica.
Oh,
And
100%.
it's very possible that Haiti and Ghana are in the World Cup,
Yeah.
and Jamaica and Nigeria both miss out.
Interesting. I
we
always heard Ghana is Jamaica.
There's alignment there too.
But cultural loudness,
Of course.
Jamaica, Nigeria, music scene in both those regions of the world, Jamaica, Nigeria dominate. I feel like that's a big comparison too.
There's
Haiti, not Congo?
There's some groups. I mean,
I would think
Haitians.
Haiti, Congo as well is another one.
Francophone, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I saw a lot of unity between Haitians and Congolese people yesterday.
The vibes be the same. You know what I'm saying? There's some
Musically, right?
groups in Jamaica that speak Tree, Ghanaian language.
And y'all be there's dancehall influence in your music
You know
too.
what I'm saying? Afro
yeah.
dance hall, big up Shatta Wale, big up
Yeah.
Stonebwoy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Ghana and Haiti, feel me, at the
Yeah.
World Cup. It's a lot of beautiful people.
Yeah, man. Calmer people too than Jamaica,
There's a
Nigeria
lot
for
of
sure.
beautiful, chill.
Cool. Vibey.
Come and enjoy.
Well, good people.
Good people.
Got the Wache, got the Jean.
Come on. That's a duo right there. That's right. Come on. That's SBL right here, man. I love it. I love
But
it.
if we're in the same group, welcome to football.
That shit.
That would be
That'd be fun.
About to we will smack fire out of here. You don't even want it. You don't even want it.
I don't want to see anybody.
And once y'all there, it's just a party. That's it. That's
Bro,
it.
I'm not even.
Haiti don't want
I'm
to.
not even talking.
Don't let it
shit
be
at this-
Spain now.
Nah, that would be nasty.
Very nice.
Ghana, Spain in the semis.
Lit. Love it.
Crazy.
But speaking of Spain, speaking of Europe, Sebastiano. El negozio è qui. He's currently eating his Italian Christmas bread, the panettone,
Panettone.
as Italy has now entered their third straight World Cup
Pump me
UEFA
up.
playoff.
Put me up Panettone.
Definitely put me a panettone.
I brought these
They're
niggas food. They're gonna
They're on pace to maybe miss their
3-0?
third
4-1.
straight World Cup miss, potentially. A country with 4 World Cup wins, who just got panned 4-1 by Norway after scoring first
in Milan.
at the San Siro in Milan.
Were they getting booed?
Yeah. Speak on it, Seb. There's a lot to
Fuck.
Tough weekend for you.
Like
We didn't even get to Cameroon, but yeah.
God damn.
Shit.
That was rough.
But you said 3?
4-1.
4-1.
No, but how many World Cups?
This will be,
Three
this will
of
be the
them
second.
misses.
No, this will be this will be the third.
That's what I'm saying. This will be the third.
Yeah.
Damn. What happened to the defensive fundamentals in your culture? Nah, that's not even like nah,
Nah, it's
bro.
just mad funny
It's
because
a
like
great
literally
question.
what happened.
Like,
I had
yeah,
Maldini and
bro.
Nesta,
That's a
bro.
great question.
Like even growing up, my father would
As,
be like,
as the son of Italians, watching Italian football is really complicated because I'm just gonna rant.
Rant?
I hate commentators in America a lot.
What the fuck?
bring it around here.
Deflection.
No,
He's
it's
gonna
not even,
bring
it's
it
just
around.
I'm just talking about the frustrations that I was feeling while I was watching the game. And that was something that the Fox commentators brought up. They were like, "Oh, like back in the day, if Italy scored 1 goal, that was it because you're not going to score a goal against them."
It's a fact.
Yeah, I think part of the issue is that there is a tremendous amount of pressure on these people, and I think the culture in Italy is really, really, really like shitty in terms of support for the team. Italians in general are not the type of people when it comes to sport to rally behind a team when things are going poorly. It's a culture of jokes. It's a culture of making fun. It's a culture of skeptics and superstition and nervousness and piling on. There's a phrase in Italian which I don't think exists in any other Romance language, which is fare una figura di merda, which means like the direct translation in English is like the direct English translation is to do a shit figure. What it means is to kind of like embarrass yourself publicly in front of people. It's such a common sentiment in Italian culture to like be worried about embarrassing yourself that I find this sentiment has kind of like seeped into sport now, where because of how embarrassing things are becoming, it's so hard to climb out of that because of, bro, if you look at the Italian papers today, they are shitting on these niggas. Oh my dad is sending me meme after meme after meme after meme. He sent me a meme of the Italian national team being cooked in boiling pasta water by Erling Haaland. Why is my father sending me that? No, but let's be like, like that's the culture. That's
Is he a meme guy?
Not particularly, but when it comes to that shit,
That's crazy.
he only sends me memes when it comes to that shit.
It was that same embarrassment, I think, translates to them just not playing freely on the pitch.
And
So you don't have the free flowing football.
But
you know what
I
I'm saying?
think what it does help with, and I think this is one of the cheat codes that Italy has, is that going into tournaments, the Italian team never has pressure because they're never really looked at as a favorite. It's been a while since an Italian team has been looked at as a favorite. If you think back to Euro 2022, niggas forget Italy won Euro 2021.
Yeah.
Going into a tournament with no pressure. The Euros before that, they went all the way to the finals, or maybe it was 2 Euros prior.
It
to
was
that.
the 2012.
2012.
Spain won 4-0 in the finals
Facts.
to win their 3 straight European competitions.
I agree. What I'm saying, yes, absolutely. And then I think 2 years before that, they lost in the semifinals or the quarterfinals to Spain or Germany.
Quarters, Spain, penalties. Yeah.
So, and those were shit Italian teams. Adair was starting. Y'all niggas don't even know who Adair is.
Dad.
Yeah.
I only know a dad from Portugal.
I know. Exactly. Fucking Graziano Pelle.
You did have Pirlo at the time, though, on those teams.
I don't think
you had
Pirlo-
Balotelli in 2012.
No. When we lost to y'all on pens in 2016.
2008?
No, 2016.
Oh, no, you actually beat us on pens. Spain didn't have a good Euros in 2016.
I'm not sure who we beat. Well, we lost to someone in pens.
Yeah.
And we were garbage. We had Simone Zaza and Graziano Pelle as our starters.
That part,
made it all the way to the semifinal. It was Germany we lost against.
Fair.
So while it is a very, very negative and difficult thing to get out of, God willing, if we make this World Cup, I do think we'll do well. Because, first of all, UEFA and FIFA have helped Italy, where the team that qualifies into the World Cup out of the lowest pot with the highest FIFA coefficient in terms of ranking goes into the first pot. What I was super worried about was Italy qualifies for a World Cup and they get fucked with a group of death.
Oh, right.
That's not going to happen because if Italy goes to the World Cup, they get slotted into pot 1, which I don't think is fair, but that's what's going to happen.
There's also going to be a round of 32 now.
Yeah.
So that makes it more easy to go.
I
to the
really
knockout
think that if
stage.
Italy qualifies for a World Cup, they'll have zero pressure back home. I think you'll see Italy do very, very well if they qualify.
So just be Euro. It'd be the Euro.
Exactly. And this is the exact setup that went into that Euros. We struggled to qualify for the Euros that we won.
I believe.
We struggled, and we almost didn't make it out the group.
My question to you also, just in terms of like, obviously we talked about how different sports become more popular in Italy, all that. Like,
The Italian national team, on the day of the fucking Norway loss, posted a picture of fucking Yannick Sinner.
That's y'all
What
guy.
the fuck is that?
That's y'all guy,
That's
bro.
fucking unheard of. Why are you posting pictures of tennis athletes? We're losing 4-1 to Norway in Milan, and I have to tap to the fucking Italy story, and I see Yannick Sinner holding a fucking tennis racket.
for morale, it's for morale. My question to you though,
Morales, man, funny.
my question to you is like, y'all really had like offensive potent players like Totti, Tony, Del Piero.
Yeah, but if you look at the stats, it's a very low stat. I think the highest scoring Italian striker ever, y'all probably don't even know his name.
No, I mean like y'all haven't been the biggest attacking force, but those are great
They
players at
still
the
had
club.
ballers, yeah.
At the club level, they performed. So my thing is just more so in terms of how inspiration goes.
Yeah.
Why hasn't, and shout out obviously Keane doing his thing, but for me, like, what is missing in the inspiring the next generation to do that? Because for instance, some of the biggest countries have a direct from Dino
Yeah.
to Neymar.
It's
Yeah,
a
and
it's a lack
Robinho
of
between, yeah.
No, I mean the Italian identity has always been athleticism in terms of like work rate.
Yeah.
And there's a lack of athleticism in the midfield right now. And so we lack players with work rate. I think I actually blame Verratti for this. As good of a player as he was, I think the introduction of a player like Verratti kind of takes away from the identity that Italy had as a midfield.
Okay.
Players like Gattuso, players like Gattuso is the perfect example of what an Italian midfielder is.
Yeah.
Not super technically gifted.
Pirlo isn't.
Pirlo also, but you need that mix.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Verratti didn't really fit either of those holes.
He was a great ball winner though.
Bro, a fantastic player. Fantastic player. But for what the Italian national team identity was, it was a move away from that in the midfield that I think kind of caused a schism in what Italy produces for midfielders. We produce very specific archetypes.
Yeah.
A fucking workhorse that is not very good on the ball but will win the ball back.
Gattuso.
Or an incredible midfielder with incredible vision. Pirlo.
Yeah.
Verratti is somewhere random in the middle. Once you start going kind of with this nebulous identity for a national team, you start to lose the identity of what you're trying to create in the youth system. You start to try to lose the identity of what players kind of want to be like. And you become a mid-level team because you don't have identity. The best national teams have identity.
Yep.
Brazil, Germany, Spain,
Yep.
France. Those are identities. When Argentina, you know what you're getting from each player in that position.
Yeah.
What is an Italian midfielder today?
Nowadays, yeah, it's true.
What is
And
an Italian
I
defender?
think y'all haven't invested enough in the belief of the young players too.
Oh, and that's the other. I mean,
That's a huge
another
difference.
cultural
When you look
issue.
at Spain, France, England, Brazil, I know Brazil hasn't been at their best recently, but opportunities you've
Yep.
given to young wingers specifically,
Yep.
or young guys in midfield, you just do not see them.
We don't have
You don't
wingers.
see the 17. Yeah, you don't have wingers.
So
Name
what
an Italian
happened?
winger.
What happened to
Chiesa.
what happened to
He's
Chiesa?
rotting on the bench in Liverpool. He didn't even get called up.
He's
Okay.
solid though.
Yeah.
But he should
Sure.
probably leave.
He's
That's-
barely a
Was he
modern
was he
winger.
just injured heavy? Is that what happened to him?
He's just
He didn't get a lot of burn last year.
Uh-huh.
And that was his first year at Liverpool, right? He
Yeah.
came from Juve.
And Chiesa is the most modern winger we have.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we got Lumi. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Like
yeah,
I'm watching Norway with fucking Nusa and Oscar Bob.
Yeah.
Nigga, where
With Haaland in
where?
the middle.
Like, where is that for us?
And Italy historically has had pretty good strikers. Finally, Keane's been in good form. I know this season
Keane was
hasn't been his
injured.
best.
He's injured
And I
against,
know he's hurt too. But
Retegi's not a bad
Yeah.
striker either. He's just not Italian.
do you think y'all will make it?
To the World Cup?
I have
I
to
do.
say yes. I have to say
I
yes.
do.
Come on,
Yeah.
I do
high
think
five,
so.
high
I do
five,
think
man.
so. I do think so.
And for context, 4 of the UEFA playoff teams will be qualifying through. So there's still 4 more spots.
So how does it work? It's like
I can explain the
if you
exact
lose a game, you're out, or what?
So this is
can
how it
Italy
works.
lose a game?
So the UEFA.
Appreciate you asking instead of good.
Yeah,
Gattuso
no, I
to
have the rules right here.
continents. You
Are we
heard?
allowed to lose a game?
Yo, Seb, you heard though?
No.
I appreciate you asking instead of Gattuso trying
Word.
to tell other continents they too big.
And we're going to talk about that too. UEFA World Cup qualifiers for
It's not
2026
true, you didn't say
involve 12 groups of 4 to 5 teams playing home and away. Group winners qualify automatically while runners up go to the playoffs, joined by 4 top Nations League teams for the final 4 spots. This will be decided in March 2026. Single leg elimination playoffs, creating 16 total European spots for the expanded 48 team tournament. So 4 teams will be going through in total.
I don't understand. How many games do you have to win? 2?
Yes. Hold on.
It's
So
just
12
random who you're
groups
seeded against?
of 4 to 5. Runners up go to the playoffs. Yes. You have 4 brackets of 4. You have 4 brackets of 4. You have each has to win 2 games. So it's kind of like what CAF just did.
Yeah.
If there was 4 more of those, and then those 4 go directly through.
Got you.
So you have the 12 runner-ups, and then the 4 top Nations League teams outside of that. 16 teams, 4-4-4, win 2 games. So who are you gonna be placed with? Is the question. Is it Sweden? Is it North Macedonia again? But it's 2 games, single leg elimination. Yeah. It'll be March. March is gonna be a crazy time.
And what bullshit is Iraq dealing with tomorrow?
Iraq is playing UAE for the final spots for AFC at the FIFA Intercontinental Playoff in Mexico in March.
Gotcha. So Iraq-
First leg was 1-1,
Iraq
and
has
now
to
can
win
they beat UAE? I hope so.
To wrap up the Italy situation, I think this quote from Erling Haaland perfectly sums up the state of your nation right now. After the match against Norway, Haaland said, at 1-1, he, being Mancini, started to touch my ass. And I thought to myself, what are you doing? Then I got a little fired up and said to him, thank you so much for the motivation. Let's fucking have it. Then I scored 2 goals. We win 4-1. So that's nice. Thank you very much to him.
Gabe's kidding.
That's how your people rev people up.
We used to have Maldini
Touch
in
them
the
in
race.
the rocks.
now we have Mancini fondling Haaland, bro.
Fuck me.
And now you got Gattuso, just to round it out, your coach. Great player as a coach.
Don't lie,
Little-
though. Don't lie.
No, I'm reading this exact quote.
Okay.
Well, shout out
You
Arsenal.
telling people
Yeah.
not to lie.
Fuck that.
We went
This
viral across the
This
continent
guy.
because of your
You
lies.
see, it doesn't
Literally.
feel nice. Look at this
So
guy.
this the direct quote. I am crying. Yeah, mad
That's
funny.
crazy.
From the person who be trying to verify everything.
Don't lie, it's nice.
All right. Gennaro Gattuso, the Italian manager, says it's not fair that in South America 6 teams qualify directly and the 7th has to play in a playoff. While here the groups are so tight. Seeing the South American group with 6 teams directly qualified for the World Cup makes me sad.
That's dumb as fuck.
He's right.
Bro. That's
He's
dumb
right.
as
There's
fuck.
8 South American teams, 6 go to the
Bro,
World
there's
Cup.
countries are in
16.
South America, bro.
Yeah.
Like 12?
No.
There's 16 European teams that are going to go to the World
He's
Cup,
right.
bro.
He's absolutely right.
16. You can't be
that's
the,
actually
You
nasty,
can't be top
bro.
16 in Europe, bro. Kosovo's making the playoffs, gang.
Yeah, that's nasty. That's so nasty. From
But
your
Kosovo's not
manager.
going to the World Cup. Kosovo's
Bro,
not.
but for that to
They
be,
have
for
they
that
have to
to
win
be-
2 more
for that
games.
to
So
be
does
something
Bolivia.
What's
wrong with that?
For that to be something that y'all are complaining about, that's
You're Italy,
nasty.
gang.
He's right. The format should move to what the Champions League format has.
How come they get to go and we can't?
The format should be the Champions League.
How come?
That's how I feel.
How come?
That's how I feel. That's how I
come
feel.
They get to
That's
have
how I
fun
feel.
and we can't.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
It's geography, bro.
Yeah, literally. Like, what do you want them to do on South? Like,
It's literally
I have a
geography.
solution. I think it should be Champions League format.
the league phase?
League phase.
With the whole world?
The whole
How
world.
do you play each other?
Why not?
Where you gonna play?
Everywhere, bro.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yo, I got a game in Australia, then LA.
No. You wouldn't. You would do it strategically,
Of
so
course.
you're not doing.
Yeah, that's what they
nonsense.
do now with continents.
Yeah. Except it would be the entire world. Why can't Spain play Morocco, but Spain can play fucking Kazakhstan?
It's geography.
Yeah,
but
geography.
Morocco is right next to Spain.
No, so my question to you is more so
The
like,
flight is shorter.
is the cutoff there, like you think that some of the countries should still like be like neighboring?
I think you can do it kind of like the NBA, where the NBA has like strategic road trips. So like if when the Wizards have a road
Yeah.
trip, they'll play like Sacramento, and then they'll play the
There's
Lakers.
no
and
No,
Clippers.
but why don't you want to stay in your region and fight for your right?
Because why is my region what I'm judged against when I go to the World Cup? I'm judged against the world. I should be
Because-
judged against the world when I qualify.
Of course,
But it's
that-
also not going to have fair representation of the world, too.
It's
Everyone can play.
It doesn't incentivize progress in certain regions.
Why? Why are we doing it by region? Just do world. Just do world.
I think it would hurt the less financially stable regions.
Why?
Much more.
because some regions
They
have
could
it
get wiped
because-
out.
You know how much
faster.
more money? You know how much more money an African team would make if they got to play in London versus if they got to play in Lagos? The ticket sales from that are much more advantageous.
That's
And I'm not
one
wrong with that.
diasporic location.
That's one of the dynamics which you bring up, but also there's cons too.
Visibility as well. You saw how much the Angolan players were playing. Like you saw how crazy the Angolans went the other day when they played Argentina. And it creates some incredible storylines because now to qualify, Canada has to go play in New Zealand. Fire.
I think
understand.
I know what you're
understand,
getting
yeah.
at because you're kind of saying, is the 48 team or 32 team World Cup truly have the best 32 and 48 teams?
Correct.
Obviously, that's very debatable. But I think there's some specialness from representing your continent and what it means to go through that journey
Yeah, I
specifically.
think you should have to battle your continent.
And there's like a beauty in football to that. You know what I mean? And logistically, the world's actually too big. With the speed of planes currently, I just don't know.
Yeah, maybe in 100 years.
Yeah.
I think one thing.
If flights were not an issue, I know what you're saying.
One thing that's also valid too is representing your region also helps for countries to support other countries too. For instance, I was talking about obviously when Ghana was facing Uruguay, obviously we fought it then, but there was a general continental support.
Actually, I have a much
I still
bigger.
think there'll be continental support.
I have a much bigger logistical issue that is going to have a problem. So the league phase is everyone in the competition.
Yep.
So you're going to put 200 nations
Yep.
in one table. How do you decide who plays who? Because you can't play each other.
Fucking
Yeah, you don't have to play every
So,
single.
but then you have
play
to
the
do
same
like
amount
the
of
ranking.
games.
It's a
It's going to have
half-baked-
issues
it's a
though.
half-baked thought.
Because someone's going to
It's
be
not
like, how
half-baked
come I
Oh,
played?
it's a full baked, fully baked, full
Because someone's going to
and
say,
edible, mind you.
someone's going to be like, how come I had to play Japan and they got to play Angola in their 7th game in the ranking?
Gattuso's gonna be like, why do I have to play Brazil?
You know what I mean? It's going to be something else. It's going to be something else.
I think it's more fair if you have to play the world and compete against the world.
That's what the World Cup is for, which you're supposed to qualify for.
Then I should qualify. I should qualify against the world. I should qualify against the world. Gattuso's right. He's right.
He's not.
Qualification should be the entire world.
But blaming
plays against each other.
CONMEBOL is not cool.
It's
Like,
just the easiest example. He could have blamed Oceania, and he would have been just as right.
they have one team.
That's my point. There's only 4 of them niggas.
That's such an awful excuse, bro.
absolutely-
Just,
Yeah.
just be better.
Yeah,
Is
it
your,
is be
is your
better.
competition too tough for you?
Win, that's what I'm
Pretty hard.
saying.
We won every game. except
literally
for
win
one, and
games,
Still,
gang.
we won every game except for one game. We're still not going to the World Cup.
What do you mean?
You won
Because
every
Every
game.
game except for two.
Okay. You only played like 6.
Nigga, Brazil lost 6 games.
But they played more games than that as well.
That's not true.
Check. Well,
Yes,
nah,
they
nah,
did.
nah,
That's
check,
true.
check.
I will show you right
My
now.
point is that Brazil lost 6 games or whatever the fuck they lost.
Was it
They lost
actually
way more-
6?
But that's
4,
not how it
whatever.
works,
I
bro.
don't
You
care.
can't take
Was it
away
6?
Brazil
Leicester's
lost
premise.
way
It was 6.
4.
Bro.
4.
But here's my
We
thing,
lost
right?
2. They lost 4.
You said you lost one, now
Yes.
you lost 2.
This is why this guy's mad funny.
How many games
in
did Brazil lose?
CONMEBOL, they played 18 matches.
How many did they lose?
Let's look.
They lost 6. But they played 18 games. That's my point.
by the way.
No, so you have to do the stats. You have to do it. So
It's
they lost
percentage wise, but that's also not how it works.
So they lost 1/3.
Yeah, but also like Leicester
lot,
winning
So
the
did
Prem.
Italy.
Yeah,
No,
type shit.
nigga, we did not lose a third of our games.
How many?
Oh my god, bro.
You said you lost one. Now you lost two. How many did you lose?
12. I think we played 12.
You think or you know?
no,
no
bro.
way they played 12.
You didn't play 12 games.
Why?
Because there's only
Because
4
I'm gonna
teams
show
in your
you.
group.
There's not. There's at least 5. At least 5.
Yo, this is mad
But
funny.
check. It's not.
Because I looked earlier. It's just mad funny. So, all right, so I'm gonna show you.
How many games you said we played, Kendrick? How many games? How many games you said we played? It's on camera, so I'll just run it back. How many games you said we played?
Neither of y'all know. Neither of y'all
But I'm
know.
Yo, they
more right
played
for
8
sure.
games and lost 2, so you lost 25% of your
There's
games.
4 teams in their group, right?
5, so they play 4 twice.
I got it. Everything I've said has been right.
No, it wasn't. You
Really
played
not
way less
true,
games, bro.
Move on, bro.
So how many? So we lost.
Guys,
25% of your
25%?
games. Yes.
Yeah.
And Brazil lost a third.
It's
And
getting
Brazil
to
lost
the
a
fucking
third.
range.
And
I'm gonna give
Brazil,
up- I'm
Brazil
gonna-
lost a third of their games, so they go straight to the World Cup. We
Wait.
lost 25% of our games, and we have to go to a fucking playoff.
Guess what? That's not how, bro. Sometimes groups.
is 25%.
Let me give you.
They went straight to the World
Bro,
Cup,
but
losing a third of
They
their
can
games,
also argue
It's geographics,
each
bro.
team is
which is
more-
unfair.
No, but listen.
No, but at the same time, geography is unfair because some nations got fucked by life.
Yeah. Wait, one last thing though.
Talk about geography is unfair.
Yeah, right.
Enjoy your beautiful interview. Enjoy your beautiful.
Your panettone.
Yeah, like-
You got panettone.
Move on, bro.
man.
Come
Now,
out
one
for
last
here.
thing though.
Come
Seb.
out for here,
That's
bro.
like saying Leicester's Prem title doesn't matter because the percentage of games they won isn't as much. It's all relative to the group and league you're in that moment. And also, if they've won less, you could say that's because it's more competitive, right?
Yo, Seb, just go hard.
Anyways,
Literally just win games.
just win games.
How do you say that in-
Speaking of winning
Say
games,
that in Italian.
speaking of winning games, major.
Devi vice partite.
All that for sure, broski.
You're right.
Speaking of winning games, real quickly, big shout out to Ireland,
Yeah,
who
facts.
came in unbelievably clutch with a 2-0 win over Portugal that they had to win to have a chance going to the playoffs, and then scoring in the very last kick of the game, a comeback 3-2 victory over Hungary, knocking out Hungary, knocking out Zoboslai, who previously in the game did the Ronaldo tears emoji. And I think his name is Troy Parrott, who scored 5 goals across the 2 games, including a hat trick in that match, which is actually 5 goals, all 5 of their goals.
He snapped.
Bro, you heard the Dublin announced? That was a crazy moment. Shout out Ireland, man. They don't get talked about a lot. He scored all 5.
World Cup qualifier.
He scored all 5.
Mind you, he had to. Like,
And he had to score the 5,
He was
bro.
like, at the beginning, someone told him like, bro, like
You actually
win this,
need 5,
win this, like,
bro.
we gotta beat Portugal.
Nuts.
Then we gotta beat Hungary. Nigga said, okay,
Yeah.
I'll score 5.
Unreal, family.
Wow.
That's actually tough.
It's incredible. And Ireland obviously doesn't get
That's
talked about
actually
nearly as
super
much as
tough.
like England and Scotland and even Wales, with Gareth Bale and all that. So big shout out to Ireland, man. Hope they can make it, depending obviously who their playoff team is. But what a story.
Yeah, I don't
We don't know the playoffs yet. We're
Did
gonna
you
have
see
to figure it
the
out.
post game interview from him?
No, what happened?
Oh, let me pull it up.
Yeah.
You can just react to it.
Really inspiring stuff.
I don't know a single-
No, I've heard his story is an incredible one too.
Do you know any players from Ireland in history?
Troy Parrott, Stephen Ireland, of course, Man City legend.
Keane,
Yeah, Roy Keane for sure.
you have to know.
Yeah,
Is he
Jack
Irish?
Grealish.
Yeah.
Jack Grealish.
Dragura. Well, he plays for England.
Is he
He
Ireland?
played for Ireland first.
Technically, he started off.
Yeah, he's an Irish boy.
Fascinating.
Matty Cash.
So they got some bodies.
This is why we love football, because things like this can happen.
Here, stitch this.
Tony, I love where I'm from. So this means the world to me. My family's here.
I saw you go over to them. It's a beautiful moment.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the first time I've cried in years as well. But I really, really can't believe it. It's a fairy tale. You can't even dream about something like that. It's I honestly have no words to describe the emotions right now. This is why we love football.
What's his name again?
Troy Parrott.
looks-
time I've
So I
heard
was
in
right,
years.
Troy Parrott? Okay.
It looks good when you do that. You should do that.
Yeah, it looked good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Troy Parrott. I got his name right. Troy Parrott? I just want to make sure. Yeah, shout out to him. Very inspiring story. And I think this brings for me just the overall narrative of like, just this past weekend, look how exciting World Cup qualifiers are, bro.
Yeah, low key World Cup.
It's incredible.
Jumping.
It's not even the World Cup yet, and we get this much action. Haiti play tomorrow, which we're about to get into.
Mad exciting, bro.
Yeah, this is amazing to watch. The whole
Even
Congo
the
story.
friendlies, even the friendlies at like Brazil, Senegal, that game was fire.
Yeah, it was a 4-2?
I think it was 4-2.
Or was this one 2-0?
I think it was 2-0.
They lost 4-2 last time.
Yeah, I was like,
think it
oh, because I turned it off at like 75 minutes. 'cause
Yeah.
it was pretty much over.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
First half was lit.
Yeah.
It was going at it.
Can I show y'all another video that made me cry?
Go ahead.
So this is, let me say, the context is, so Guatemala lost their game that would allow them to qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Talking about the guy cleaning up
Yeah,
after.
that shit made me cry.
It's sad, bro.
The one of the
Kitman?
I guess it's a kitman. I don't know what the exact term is, but his job is to like help the pre and post match like warm ups.
Yeah.
He brings the balls out, puts the balls back in the bag. And so this is him bringing the balls into the bag at the end of the game once Guatemala has been eliminated from the World Cup qualification. Can y'all see on the TV if I do like this?
Both, yeah.
Yeah, he looks nice.
This shit made me cry.
Damn.
Like he's trying to put the balls in the bag, he's tearing up,
Yeah.
and he keeps fucking it up.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Yeah, bro.
But yeah, that's sports.
He's in another space, bro. I mean, Zobo's live too.
That shit made me cry.
Yeah.
That's like the third thing that made me cry this weekend in
Damn.
soccer.
Win your games, man.
Or fourth.
Yeah.
Win your games is your shit.
I mean, he's not wrong. If you don't want to cry in that way, you should win your games.
bro.
Look at Troy. Troy won his games. He's crying for the right reasons.
It's true.
Type shit.
Duality of life.
Yeah. England. Real quick, bro. Just
What?
nasty.
Yeah, what's going on with
toxic.
Jude?
Just like they just build up every player to destroy them instantly. It's so weird. And then the coach being like, "Oh, I can't start Jude and Foden at the same time." And then Jude plays and is player of the match and they win. And then he didn't like his reaction to being subbed off. I'm like, bro, Jude is like one of y'all best players
This
by
is
far.
Tuchel, right?
Yeah, he's just.
I will not take any Tuchel slander on this podcast.
But once you coach England, it's a little bit different though. It's just nasty. I don't know. I don't like it. The vibes are gross. How do you not support Jude, bro? It's actually Jude Bellingham, like La Liga Player of the Year, Champions League winner. He's only 22 years old. He's balling out for y'all. He saved y'all in the Euros.
You don't play in the Prem, you know why?
It's just like, what are we doing,
The
fam?
only nasty thing I saw from England over the break was I think it was Phil Foden assisted Eze on like a crazy goal from outside the box.
Yeah.
And then like all the reports were like Phil Foden with a magical assist in the game.
Yes,
against
English
someone.
media, bro.
asked him,
And
like,
it was like,
straight to his
and it was
face,
like
yeah.
Eze literally is like scored the banger. And like
Yeah.
when you play back like the screenshot of where the pass was, it was like negligent. Like he was like, it's like me to Josh. He like passed the ball and then Eze scored a fucking screamer. And then everybody was talking about Phil Foden.
Yeah.
And like in the post game, the reporter was like, "Oh, like what do you have
It's
to
just
say
whack,
about that
bro.
pass that you received from Phil Foden?"
Bro.
And
I
he's
saw
like,
someone do a meme
"He
of that.
set me up nicely." Like,
They just don't support black players enough, bro.
Yeah, it's kinda
And
weird.
shout out Ian Wright, who's always defending the boys. This is what he said about Jude after the
He
criticism.
commented.
Yeah, Ian Wright said this about Jude, about his criticism from the English media. They need to create this kind of controversy because there's nothing else to say until the World Cup. So it's going to continue like this until the World Cup. They hate the fact that they can't reach him. They hate the fact that they can't negatively influence his club career like they've done with so many others before him. A young man blessed, endowed with overflowing talent and love. Real talk. Boy completed club football like 21. What you want from him? Saved y'all in the Euros with that bicycle kick overtime, last second goal.
He scored that. He said, "Who else?"
That's what I'm saying.
that was tough.
It's mad weird.
Super weird.
So weird. That's England. But in exciting news, Haiti.
Nula.
Come on.
Nula.
Tomorrow at 8 p.m. CONCACAF World Cup Qualifiers. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. or today 8 p.m. if you're watching this now.
guys.
Everyone is playing at the same time too, which
Guys.
makes it exciting. Kendrick, the
Guys.
floor is yours.
Guys,
The floor is yours.
we have a chance to make a World Cup.
Directly.
We have the chance to make the World Cup tomorrow, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand.
No, I do.
Like tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, bro.
Where?
You could live it till
Tomorrow
you
we
eat
could.
it till-
I could wake up.
We look-
on Wednesday
I'm looking
and
right
we
here.
qualify for the World Cup. Basically, the
Playing Nicaragua.
The situation is we play against Nicaragua. Keep in mind, the last time we played them, we beat them 3-0. Honduras plays Costa Rica.
And you're tied on points with them.
And yes, so we're tied for first place. And so basically all we need is beat Nicaragua again and Honduras to either tie or lose
Just drop
to
points,
Costa
yeah.
Rica. Just drop points because we're tied for on points right now. Another alternative would be if Haiti and Honduras both win, but we like smack the fuck
And they
out of
only win by, like,
Nicaragua
1 or
and
2,
we win
yeah.
by goal difference. So it's like the power is in our hands, bro.
Yeah.
We had to score as many goals as possible, and Honduras has fucking lost to Nicaragua, which is the worst team in the group. I think they've lost every single one of their matches.
They hadn't lost to them. I saw Honduran talk about it since 1967.
Disgusting. And so they're
That's called their nerves too, though.
yeah,
Careful,
bro.
don't say too much. Careful.
I don't give a fuck what you mean. Don't say too much.
That's the Italian in me.
I won't say too much about other countries, okay?
Yeah.
I'll say some shit
for
about
Haiti.
us, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck?
yeah, have to.
All right.
This is our time, bro.
It is their time, bro. It is. They have to do it. They have to do it, man.
Yeah, he just,
I'm supporting you. Like, I want
Yes.
you guys to win. So it's my culture to tell you to shush.
I'm just saying. Look, I didn't say it's for certain. I didn't say anything is certain. I'm just saying,
Zooming in here too.
comfortable.
Some,
I'm so comfortable.
Well, how you predicting it? Y'all going through?
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Big idea. Easy.
Hold on.
Who the fuck is Nicaragua?
Who?
Who the fuck is Nicaragua?
Who? And we in Haiti will stop playing, gang. Come on. Big Haiti. Big Haiti. Give me that. Brah.
Give me that.
Splash.
Give me that.
Splash. Give me that. Come on now.
Fuck.
Haiti's in the World Cup. Haiti's in the World Cup.
Ah!
Shout out Costa Rica. Honduras, you might have to hold that up. Look at my Haitians. Look at my Haitians. Y'all know I'm Haitian too.
C'est fini.
C'est fini like a bottle of Babaco. Look at them. Look at them boys.
Ah!
Yes, sir. Big Haiti, bro. That's crazy.
Aww. It's cute. How many
That's
years?
since like 1976. That's crazy. Look at the Haitians, man. Look at my people.
Everybody in Jesus Christ.
So Haiti, let's get Haiti through. And if not, there still is a playoff.
Yeah, facts.
2 runner-up will be going to the playoffs. This is the most obviously CONCACAF representation we'll ever have. Suriname is tied on points with Panama, both having 9 points. So that's a big opportunity for Suriname to make their first ever World Cup.
Jamaica's in first or second?
Jamaica is actually in second, a point behind Curaçao. So they're
a World Cup.
If we make it to the World Cup tomorrow and Jamaica does not qualify, I'm talking shit for the next fucking 6 months.
You have to, bro. Definitely.
You feel like me?
Yeah.
You
Jamaica,
feel like me? Yeah, you feel like me? You feel like me?
Yeah.
You feel like me?
Shit for the next 6 months, bro. The fuck.
If Jamaica and Nigeria miss the World Cup,
the Parkway next fucking Labor Day, Eastern Parkway next Labor Day, bro, it's jumping, bro.
it's jumping. That's a fact. Jamaica will at least make one of the runner-up spots though, because they have 10 points. They have the most of any runner-up right now, so they should be all right.
I'm rooting for both of them.
Jamaica and Haiti.
Beautiful people. I love them. They love me.
Yo,
I hope CONCACAF gets as many spots as possible. So if Curaçao, Haiti, Jamaica, Suriname, and Panama could go through after the playoff, I would love that. That'd be great for our region.
I just I need y'all to understand like the range of emotions
It's insane.
that I went through from the last matchup. Cause last match day, my mood was very much so like, yo, like I'm just
Praying.
proud of the boys.
Yeah.
Like I'm just proud of what we've accomplished so far. And fucking Honduras fumbled massively, and we
Their biggest
win.
fumble ever, pretty
And we
much.
beat Costa Rica, who we haven't gotten a win from in like 5 years.
Crazy.
Flipped the whole table. We were in third place.
Yep.
Now we're tied for first. Now we could automatically qualify on
Insane.
Tuesday on a weekday after work.
And that's why we're recording on a Monday, so we can watch that.
That's why I'm here.
Literally while we're here on a Monday night instead.
It's
Crazy. It has to happen.
The feeling is crazy. The
Yeah,
feeling
it's
is
nuts.
What
actually-
time is it tomorrow?
8
think
p.m.
it-
All the
it's
games are at 8
7
p.m.
I could slide after I'm done hooping.
Son,
Yeah.
I'll scream.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The reality of the fact,
you screaming.
bro, the
You have
reality-
to, bro.
Listen,
You've never seen it. That was the
Yo,
last one.
the
1940
reality of the
some shit.
fact though is you're gonna be able to tell your kids, know what I'm saying,
That's
about
what I'm
this.
saying,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
I'll be like,
'Cause,
you
like,
were
hopefully by
2022.
God's grace for me,
Yes.
at that point is like, yo, I see Haiti making the World Cup all the time. It's like,
Yeah.
Haiti always make the World Cup.
Yeah, what you mean?
No, they didn't.
Type shit.
I seen the first one. You gonna sound old as fuck.
I mean, to that point, there's been a lot of discourse about like the diaspora now. Like the same we were talking about. Who we talking about before? We're talking about like Ghana. The same
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
talking about Ghana and like
Oh,
whether or not they
facts.
should like bring in
That weren't part of qualification.
like Cho and
yeah.
what's his name?
Nketiah, right?
Nketiah, and like whether or not they should be join the World Cup squad. People are saying the same thing about like Wilson Isidore.
Yeah.
And there's a couple guys playing in France right now who they're like,
Bring 'em in.
should we bring them into the,
Yes.
to the squad if we qualify? People are saying like, nah, like these are the guys that like made it happen.
Yeah.
But low-key now,
Boy,
now
bring the niggas in. Are you crazy?
I'm convinced to accept now. I'm like, yo, all the backup we can get.
Yeah.
Told you, new project.
Yeah,
It's also different. Y'all don't have Semenyo and Kudus.
Yeah,
like the
facts.
talent levels is just not there. You need
I
every
told
bit.
you, if I see them in the World Cup, welcome to football. Welcome to football.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, bro. After the game we watched, the Seb's credit, we definitely welcome to.
But that's I don't have anything more to say.
This is the Jays.
Let's go after 13.
What play?
Yo.
This guy's rude, bro.
He gonna play with one foot. He gonna play with one foot. He's not even going. He's not even going to use his right, bro. He's not even going to use his right.
Bro, he had a fucking insane match against
Bro,
Costa Rica.
Bro, the menu is gonna do to them, boy.
We'll see.
I have to show y'all the video, bro.
Semenyo.
We'll see. I hope they get a good group, though. I hope they get a good group, though.
Nah, Semenyo versus Haiti would be crazy.
We can continue, but I mean,
Beautiful. Now it's exciting, man.
our goalie Placide, he had a
Let's see at the World Cup.
Hey, man.
he had a
Man, now I get Gattuso actually.
It's true. Yo.
Now only Placide.
Okay,
bro.
okay.
These foot saves are so great.
Nah, he definitely.
he had a shit game against Honduras.
It was rating. It was rating.
But against
Yeah.
Costa Rica, bro, like
He stepped
I'll
up?
send y'all the highlights.
Did he make saves with his hands?
Bro, it was
Finally.
actually disgusting.
Yeah.
Like he saved us. He had like goal. I mean, obviously goal line saves. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying like
I would hope so. Yo,
you know.
we're at the standings.
You know what I mean?
We're at the standings. He said that at the 18. He said at the 18. At
You know what I
the
mean?
18.
No.
He said that at the 18.
saying,
Like
the
crazy
shit was, like, right
reflexes.
here.
Yes.
Nah, he
Yeah.
good reflexes.
Like last minute.
I saw he had a great game. He did.
Good for him, man.
He did.
Turn it around.
Anyways.
He's not scared of the moment.
Yeah.
Even when he does crazy things, he ain't scared though.
And it was
He's like a little.
Short-term
He's like
memory.
their own Nana.
Short-term memory.
And it was just a beautiful scene because after that game when they won against Costa Rica, they danced with the fans. And whatnot.
Beautiful.
And everybody's happy. But then there's a video that came out later of him in the locker room like crying.
Oh wow.
And like everybody's like getting around him, and he's like, "Yo," he's obviously speaking like French.
Yeah.
But he's like, "Yo, like I had like the game of my life today, but like it's because of y'all. Like,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Everybody came together. Everybody did what they had to do. Everybody like put it all on the line, and like
Yeah.
we're still here. And like to see the emotion, bro, it's like,
One more step.
oh,
Man.
Tuesday,
know.
November
I can't
18th,
imagine.
2025. Haiti qualifies for the FIFA World Cup.
yeah.
Bucket. Why are you saying Christ, bro?
Bro, you don't talk big. You don't
He
talk
suffered a lot. He
Yeah, that's true.
Tremendous amount.
We
I'm
need.
I'm in the opposite.
we need more
boat.
than
I've
just Spain and
suffered
Ghana in
much
the
now.
US,
It's our
bro.
time to, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Is it kind of the thing where it's like, because even the fact that it's like an opportunity or it's possible, you might as well just like celebrate it in a way?
What do you mean?
Like, it's like, yo, we
No matter
might,
what happens, you're saying.
like, yeah, like we might be in the World Cup. It's its own like type of like hype to
Of
it.
course.
Or
It's been 50 years.
Yeah.
no, 100.
Yeah, it's crazy.
My parents were like 1 year old.
Yeah, it's nuts.
My dad was born.
Crazy.
Type shit. That's real.
I guess
Alright.
one other thing we could talk about is whether or not Portugal should play with Ronaldo.
I mean, the 9-1 after for me. I mean, they won the one where he got kicked off, but
Yeah. They also just won the Nations League with him. They won the Euros
Yeah.
with him. They won mad. Like,
So yeah,
It's a fair question though.
Cristiano starts at the World Cup.
who else would start?
I don't know.
it's a good question. That's the question.
Renato?
Gonzalo Ramos.
Let's look at the
No,
lineup.
he's not consistent enough. Gonzalo Ramos.
What was the last lineup?
Oh, who's the
The 7, the black 7.
Yeah.
I know they-
He's a winger though.
Yeah, he's a winger.
He was dogging Barcelona on Club Brugge.
yeah.
He was dogging them. He's good. Yeah.
Put Rafa up top.
9?
nasty.
He's
No.
playing for Milan.
He's going to have a different type of season, bro. That's Ronaldo. Especially you just want finishing and, bro, World Cup, timing,
Yeah.
runs, staying on side, the last little, like, if someone's going to get you that tap and it's Ronaldo.
They could win the World Cup, bro. I do. I'm saying it on
they're
the
one of
pod,
the favorites.
just so I have it on camera.
No, they're
I think,
objectively
I think
one of-
Portugal. I really do think Portugal's going to win the World Cup.
That's due
They're your
to-
favorite, yeah.
That's due to the midfield, right? Not their front three.
It's due to their midfield. It's due to their defense as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I think that wins tournaments.
Solid keeper, I think.
And then it's not like up top is poor either. No. Rafa, Ronaldo, João Felix is a talented player at the end of the day.
Conceição be balling out for
Conceição is-
Portugal, too.
So
Because that's the thing, bro. is that players
Conceição.
play different for club and country. That's why I was joking about Oyarzabal because it's like, bro, he doesn't do that in La Liga. But for Spain, he's scoring in like 8 of his last 10 games.
Nasty.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Portugal got a squad, bro. They got a clutch. Ronaldo, too, knows how to finish, be in the right place, right time, little header off a corner. Unreal midfield 3. Nuno Minch can lock up anyone, clearly. It's a squad, man. You got Paulinho, who holds it down, too.
Squad. Those center backs are good.
They got Ruben Diaz, too. They got Neves off the bench. They got Pedro Neto can come in and... Yeah, they got a squad, man. Amazing. Speaking
Somebody
of...
was about to bring something up.
Yeah.
Take us to...
Speaking of the Iberian Peninsula, we're going to take it over to La Liga with a little Thanksgiving theme for y'all. Happy Thanksgiving, Mallorca fans. We're going to be picking players and the coach for putting together a perfect Thanksgiving event. I'm going to start with the vibe setter himself, the Colombian Mojica. I need him to be taking care of the music as well as the catering for the food and beverages. He's going to give us an absolutely amazing night. For documenting the event and sending out the invites, you got to go with Gen Z. So it's got to be the one and only U21 Spanish baller, Jan Virgili. He's going to give you that Gen Z energy, going to be go with social media for documenting the event, and he's going to make sure it is a big party.
For Thanksgiving, to organize the dinner, you need to have someone experienced, someone who knows how to lead a team, lead a squad. That's why I need Muriqi managing that. He's going to make sure that everyone is in their seat at the right time, going to make sure that everyone is having a great dinner. Also, you need someone to stand up and make a speech. That's why I have Mascarell ready to give the words at the end of the dinner. He's accomplished a tremendous amount with his country, Equatorial Guinea, so he has so many inspiring things to say. And on a Thanksgiving dinner, you need someone who can speak their mind and lead everyone in giving thanks.
Holiday season is nothing without decorations. From outside the house to inside the house, I'll pick the goalkeeper, Bergstrom. You know, one of the tallest guys on the team, used to saving the day. He'll be able to set up decorations, perfect for us to enjoy. And him being from Finland, he'll add a nice Scandinavian style to the design for us to enjoy.
And lastly, to finish off the night, we'll have the coach, Yagoba Araste, bring everybody together, say a couple of last final words, and make sure that everybody goes home feeling full in their bellies and in their hearts.
6-0 win from the German national team today, led by a tremendous amount of Bundesliga players in the starting lineup. Are we getting back to the days where the German national team and the Bundesliga are tied together to create German national team history? Jonathan Tah, Joshua Kimmich, Schlotterbeck, Goretzka, Gnabry, Nick Woltemade, who no longer plays in the Bundesliga but just came from there, Pavlovic, wow. How do you even say his name? Wadraugo? Not to mention Wadraugo, Mecha, Brown, Leveling, Nubel, Dahmen, Adeyemi. So a tremendous amount of Bundesliga players back for the German national team. They've qualified for the World Cup. How far can they go as they come to visit us in the United States this summer?
I personally think they're going to have a pretty good World Cup. So the last two, they actually got knocked out in the group stage. So I think they're going to do far better than that. For this squad and this level of talent, I'm going to expect minimum a quarterfinals, potentially a semifinal run. They also had a very good Euros performance, lost to the eventual winner Spain. With the likes of Musiala coming back too, I think they'll get to at least a quarterfinal.
I have a question. If the German national team is able to go far with this many Bundesliga players, where does that put the Bundesliga when it comes to the talent that it's able to produce on the national team level?
I would say it probably raises them to like a top 3 nation. I think if they're able to make a semifinal or even make a final, to show that like they have the talent, they have the strength to pull players domestically, young players, experienced players, players who are playing in teams at the top of the league, players who are playing in teams at the bottom. It shows like a wide variety and that they actually have a longevity and a future ahead of them.
I mean, we're used to seeing in Germany's history a strong local league that's able to go and perform well against other countries. So we'll be back to what we're used to. As you said, Jamal coming back. Hopefully he'll come back in time for the World Cup, which would be good to see.
Yeah, and I think for me, like one thing that I've always associated with the Germans is like defense. And so to see like strong center backs like Schlotterbeck and Tah in the back kind of holding it down is very reminiscent of like what I would picture a successful German World Cup run looking like. And so, yeah, it's good to see that.
One last shout I'll give too is peak Bayern Munich, that 2013 Champions League win.
Correct.
They won the World Cup the next year.
Yep.
We're looking like we might have a peak Bayern Munich right now. So there's an association with the level of the top of the Bundesliga and the top of the German national team.
Yep.
We have a player who was raised in the United States, balling out in the Bundesliga right now. Jan Diomande, who you guys all know, started his career in the UPSL, Ivorian nationality. So he scored for Ivory Coast this past weekend, scored for Leipzig very recently, and he's been getting assists and scoring goals all over the Bundesliga recently. How impactful is it that someone from our country who got his start here in the United States is now moving into becoming a star winger for one of the better teams in the Bundesliga, Leipzig now sitting in second place? What does that show about the level of our grassroots system in the United States? And how do you guys feel about this connection between American soccer and German soccer that we've seen through players that have been playing in the Bundesliga that have then played for the American national team, German players that have then come and played in our country, German players who have coached our country? Why is there such a connection between us, and how do you think that Jan Diomande can kind of be the next person in this beautiful story between our two countries in soccer?
I would say I think this is the next level of this relationship, because rather than it being that teenage American born and raised superstar like a Christian Pulisic or Gio Reyna coming over, it's actually somebody from another country, but they use the American grassroots soccer system. So that shows a huge improvement in terms of the development of footy in this nation, and the fact that it comes now at multiple levels and not just our own top division. So if now we can bring in that talent from elsewhere and move that relationship over to the Bundesliga, not only American talent, that's a huge accomplishment, honestly.
At the end of the day, it's always very beneficial and beautiful, honestly, to see an example of a trajectory that can happen for a player, undiscovered talent, to go and succeed abroad. That trust to be put in him at such a young age. So hopefully it just inspires more clubs to do the same.
I mean, what I'll add is that the Diomande story is incredible. He came to the United States and played essentially semi-professional football, as close as you can get to semi-professional/professional football, right in the gap between those two concepts in America. Today, he is starting for Leipzig and scoring goals in the Bundesliga. We haven't really seen a story like that in American soccer. Yes, we've had players come through our academies. Yes, we have players go on to play in Europe. But this is the first success story from true grassroots, bottom-tier level American football to then get to the top of the world. So, shout out Jan. Shout out the UPSL. Shout out the Bundesliga.
Perfecto.
beIN Sports.
beIN Sports.
Welcome to Five-A-Side on beIN Sports. African football has taken a major turn in an unexpected way for, I think, a lot of people. We have to speak about Congo defeating Nigeria in the World Cup playoff gauntlet. We have to speak about what it means for Congolese football, what it means for Nigerian football, and also we're going to speak about one of Nigeria's better players, Ademola Lookman, and discuss whether or not we feel that he's on the right team. So we'll begin kind of telling the story of what happened with Congo and with Nigeria. African football was granted 9 straight qualification spots into the World Cup. 9 groups, the first place team in each group went directly to the World Cup. Then, the 4 best runner-ups in those 9 groups were moved into a playoff bracket. Nigeria, Gabon, Cameroon, and Congo. Those 4 teams were seeded into matches that defined one winner who would get the final spot to represent Africa in the World Cup. However, that team still has to go on and win 2 games. We have finally seen the outcome of that, with Congo defeating Nigeria in a final on penalties. What an incredible story. But guys, what does this mean, first of all, for Congo as a nation? I know a lot of people want to talk about Nigeria. But let's get into Congo first. What does it mean for them as a footballing country?
It's a moment. No, it's a moment. To be able to go to the World Cup is always a blessing. To be able to perform at the national stage, and it's something that honestly brings the diaspora together as well.
Yeah.
I was telling you guys that friends that are in North London, they're definitely shouting, and they said they lost their voice on Sunday, due to that level of celebration. So it's beautiful to see, and in a very nice way, beating a very historic football nation in Nigeria as well.
Yeah, I think they just continue to be one of the better underdogs. You good? Okay. No, I think they just continue to be one of the better underdog stories in Africa in terms of their performance as well at the recent AFCON, just their ability to grow so much so quickly as a footballing nation, especially with the way they've tapped in with their diaspora. So they're doing it right. They're setting an example for other African countries, and just major congrats to them, especially with everything they're going through as well in that nation. And 2 more games, and they have a chance to be at the World Cup. So big congrats to Congo.
Yeah, and honestly, you can see the joy and what it means to the Congolese people from all around the world, whether you're seeing the celebrations in New York or Paris or the UK or in Australia. Any single community that there is out there, they're coming together, they're finding each other, and they're reveling in the moment. And so hopefully that'll give the Congolese player the motivation that they need to go on and qualify for the whole thing.
And how does it help them in AFCON? Because the way this works is that they first play AFCON, and then they play the qualification for the World Cup. So how does this confidence in beating Nigeria, which on paper is one of the better African teams on the continent — I understand they didn't have the greatest qualification run, but on paper, the talent they have, which we'll get into, is quite high. How does this help Congo at AFCON? How does the knowledge of them being able to beat Nigeria work for them?
I think even the route that they had to take, to win brings them together. You know, penalty shootouts. I don't know if you guys have been involved.
Yeah.
But those definitely are ones where if you win, you fight for each other on the pitch. And so it's a good way for them to obviously come together, try out new tactics if they need, new ways to obviously operate the team. And then less than 6 months later, we're back at it again.
Let's now get into Nigeria.
Oof.
On paper, perhaps the best African team in the world. Some of the greatest African stars. I think when people think about African football, they picture Nigerians first. Maybe then after that Ghanaians, and then maybe after that Egyptians. But the Nigerian team is, at least in my opinion, the best African team on paper, with the likes of Osimhen, Iwobi, Lookman, Bassi. The list goes on. So what does this mean for Nigerian football? And the comparison I want to ask you guys is, can we kind of compare them to that Belgian generation of golden players that didn't really do too much in terms of the trajectories that they reached? Is this a wasted team for Nigeria?
It's a good one. I'll definitely start off real quick,
I'll also add the average age of the Nigerian starting lineup that lost to Congo at the next World Cup will be 30 years old.
Exactly. And so it's one of those things where obviously this is a golden group that was able to, get to the AFCON finals last time. What's going on?
Yeah, and to be honest, we look even though they did lose to the host nation, on paper, they probably should have beat that team, you would think, as well. So I think it's just a colossal failure to not be able to qualify for a World Cup, which is the first ever with 48 teams, with 9 direct spots for Africa, and now this playoff additionally as well. How is Nigeria not in the top 10 best African nations? From the fan standpoint, the federation standpoint, the player, the coaches, it's simply unacceptable. And you've heard legends like Joan Obi Mikel, how he talks about this squad. Like, you have to do it. You have to do better. You're not top 10 in Africa, and you're the largest country in the continent too. You have to do better.
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes down to the immaturity of the players. Unfortunately, like we saw from the beginning of qualifiers,
Snapchat,
for the World Cup,
flight,
Snapchat in the locker room, the jokes on the flights, the jokes in the hotel room, and like at first it was kind of fun and like, oh, like look at the younger generation kind of showing us what it's like to be in those camps, but like you genuinely didn't see that from other teams. You know what I'm saying? You might see a meme pop up here and there, or like somebody dancing in the locker room, but you didn't see the volume of like playfulness that was coming from the Nigeria camp, which I think unfortunately showed like either they were like a little immature or just overconfident. They felt like this was going to be a breeze. They play in England, they play at the highest level. They're going to come and cook everybody. And it showed that like, it's not that, this is not that, you know what I mean? So it's unfortunate for them, but fortunate for everybody else that really put everything into the qualification process.
For sure. And just a big example too of like how important chemistry is at the national team level. You cannot just be a collection of talented players that are balling out at the club level. Once you step on that pitch, you have to be able to be a cohesive unit. And especially in that second half in overtime against Congo, they did absolutely nothing with the ball. And then there's coaching decisions, subbing off your front three, which has Lookman, Chukwueze, and Osimhen. Just a lot of bad decisions, and there's a whole federation issue. So they're going to have to figure something out. But AFCON will be a chance for redemption. Of course, you can catch that on beIN Sports. So we'll have to see how they do in December.
Talk to me about that. What is AFCON? What is the objective for Nigeria going into AFCON? They're a team that have been mentally a little rattled because they haven't qualified for a World Cup. So what do you do going into a tournament like AFCON? How do you prepare for that mentally, knowing that the big objective, of course, the World Cup for them, they just kind of missed out on that. Now they have another objective that they need to get to. Does it help them or hurt them?
It has to help them. I mean, at the end of the day, it's another chance to be able to regroup, set a good light to the start of the year. Yeah. You look at AFCON previously, they're able to go all the way. When it goes to the final games, let's be honest, the difference between top teams comes down to very minute detail and mistakes. Cool, something happened last time. But you got to keep your head up. You have to have a bad memory in sport. If not, we'll just be laughing again.
Ghana boy over here happy. I'm going to say it helps them in the sense that they have an opportunity to do something that can be a little bit of a silver lining to that colossal failure. But if you can't address this and come ready to go and win the competition, there's nothing else that can please that country besides winning it. You got to the final last time and you just missed the World Cup. So they have to win it. So it's a good thing they have the opportunity. But now you got to get it done. Like, honestly, you do.
It's true.
To me, if they want to come back for AFCON and really get it together, they got to get rid of the coach, Eric Chelle. And the decisive moment for me, you talked about the substitutions. The decisive moment for me was when they go out in the last stage of qualifying, and his response in the media is that the reason that they lost the penalty shootout was due to Congolese players and staff practicing voodoo. If you can't hold yourself accountable, you can't hold your players accountable for the loss that you take, the errors that you made in coaching, the penalties that you miss, and just take that on the chin and like regroup as a group. If your default setting is to blame something else that the other team did, you should not be the manager, because what? They're going to come back, go to AFCON. He's going to be like, guys, we did well. We did our best. The voodoo got us. You know what I'm saying? Versus being like, all right, like you fucked up. Sorry. Versus being like, you messed up, I messed up. This is what we're going to do to fix it. Like the mentality is gone. Yeah, that's your parting words.
I agree.
I think he will be fired too. I'd be surprised if he sticks around.
I think it's the mentality of a small nation, the mentality that is not fit for the Nigerian national team coach. It's an external motive. I don't really want to get into the religion to talk about all of that, but at the end of the day, it is something external. It's not speaking about what happened on the field. It shouldn't even go to penalties. No. Nigeria, first of all, shouldn't be going through the playoff gauntlet. No. Then Nigeria should not be going to penalties against Congo. Yep. So to then have to go blame it on external things, I think is very, very small. It's a very small thing to do in comparison to the massive history that Nigeria has as a footballing country. Yeah. So
imagine we're watching like Brazil versus Argentina.
Yeah, exactly.
And Brazil loses, and Carlo Ancelotti's like, the Argentinians were, they're doing magic over there.
Which the Argentinians, they'll do their magic.
They'll do their magic. You gotta fight it.
But if people heard,
but you need to have your own magic.
If people heard Carlo Ancelotti say that, they would be up in flames.
Exactly.
What are you talking about, bro?
You're not being serious.
We can't let it rock because this is AFCON.
Agreed.
Yeah. Or because this is CAF. We have to hold everybody to the highest standard.
Yep. Agreed. Speaking of smaller nations, though, on the flip side, I think there's a country that has done themselves very proud, and that is Gabon. Yeah. The player at Gabon that I really want us to speak about is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Yeah. That is a player who he promised his father a long time ago. He's even said it himself. He said, I could have won a World Cup, in the sense that he could have played for France. Absolutely could have played for France. Maybe not started, but France for a long time had Giroud up top. I think you bring Aubameyang. He's on the squad. Yeah, he's on the squad for sure.
They were at Arsenal together, no?
Yep. Yeah. So Aubameyang absolutely could have been on that France squad that won a World Cup, but he chose to represent Gabon, chose to represent his father's country. There's a video of him kind of walking off the field with his head held down, and I almost wanted to tell him, like, nah, bro, like, lift your head up. Like, what you represent for African football is incredible. Like, he's a pillar of African sports. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys can kind of just speak to who Aubameyang is and what he represents for African football.
Yeah. I mean, I think like almost with I fear of being over dramatized, I think like he's a sacrificial lamb in the sense that like he sacrificed trophies, he sacrificed certain like memories that he could have had with the French national team to be an example of somebody who chose to represent his roots and represent a country that means more to him, and not be like sold to like the glamour and the glitz of like playing in Europe, and actually said like, I'm going to commit to playing for the home team regardless of if we win nothing.
I think another question I have, speaking about other players on the continent, is Ademola Lookman. We saw him just lose against Congo, and it kind of brought up the question. A lot of people were kind of talking about the place at which he plays and this team that he plays for, Atalanta in Italy, is almost not necessarily the right level for a player of his stature and of his fame. He is literally the African player of the year, playing for a team where he's disrespected by his coach, playing for a team where he's kind of fighting for mid-table relevancy in Italy. Why is the best player in Africa this year playing for a team like that? And where should he go?
Do you guys recall any rumors from this summer about
PSG? Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, I don't love a PSG move because I think they're a little overloaded up top in terms of their options. But I think he could ball out in the Prem, one of those London clubs. I mean, who's on the left wing right now for Arsenal? They could use an Ademola Lookman, right? I think that would elevate them in that position. I think Eze's a bit more of a central guy in terms of his impact. He could be the opposite wing of Kudus at Tottenham. You know what I'm saying? In Spain, Atletico has a little bit of firepower that they're missing up there. What if you put Lookman there? And I think he would thrive in La Liga.
Don't do that to him, bro.
I don't want him to wait.
don't do that to
Simeone, I think, is about to leave. I think Simeone is about to leave. So Atletico's going to get into maybe, and they're in a little bit of a more offensive era than they were in the beginning with
Simeone.
Simeone.
Go from Atalanta jail to
that's true. Sevilla has a couple of the Niger ballers on it. Shout out Ejuke, who also scored his pen and
I think his level is higher.
But yeah, well, I'm talking about more just like fit in leagues he would do well in. But again, I think he could do well at Tottenham. I think he could do well at Arsenal. Definitely think he could do well in La Liga at one of those top 3 clubs. So we'll have to see, but I want him to be a proper starter. Yeah.
I think he could even stay in Italy and just go to one of the higher teams in Italy. Like a Napoli makes a lot of sense. An Inter makes a lot of sense.
Do you want him at your Milan?
No, because he has to compete with Rafa every week, and that's just a waste of time for the both of them.
Do you want to push them to be better?
No. Only one can play.
Yeah, those guys are starters.
Both of them are starters.
I could honestly see him in Germany. Like, I could see him tearing it up at like
high pace
at a Dortmund.
Him and Adeyemi?
Yeah. Oof, yeah.
Pace.
Incredible.
I could easily see that. Fufu boys.
Definitely Fufu boys.
Anyways, that has been another episode of 5-A-Side on beIN Sports. Let us know what you think about Nigeria. Let us know about where you think Ademola Lookman should go. See you guys next week.